What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and today I want to talk about the war going on between SHIBNOBI and SAITAMA. Now, I hold both assets. In a perfect world, I could be like, oh man, there's no war between it. You could just hold both. Yes, I hold both. I feel that way, but not everyone feels that way. And it's super apparent on Twitter that there is some sort of war going on. But first, I never asked this, but I would like you guys to like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Liking the channel does help with the algorithm. I never ask, but it is proven that if I ask, you guys will take your little finger, slap that or press that like button, right? Drop whatever you have. Drop the baby, drop the food, drop the whatever you have in your hand right now. Just kidding. Don't drop the baby. And like the video. It helps the algorithm. Thank you guys so much. Okay, let's talk about what's going on between SAITAMA and SHIBNOBI. Before the SAITAMA thing, and we'll get into that, right? So Adam Shelton, right? One of the good friends of the channel. I had his back when he was getting crucified by the Wolfpack for announcing that he sold his SAITAMA. Looking like a genius right now. Adam's looking like a real genius right now because obviously he got out around the 50 range and now it's in the 20 range, right? So Adam looking like a genius, but he famously started getting into SHIBNOBI after he sold his SAITAMA. Before that, right? But even more so after he sold his SAITAMA. So people were like, oh, you know, Adam this, Adam that, you know, and they saw him kind of as the face of SHIBNOBI, right? That's what happened. Okay. So even though all that happened, things were still kind of fine between the SHIBNOBI and SAITAMA community because SHIBNOBI was supposed to be listed on SAITAMA, right? That was going to happen. People are like, okay, it doesn't matter. We can own both of these things. It's going to be on SAITAMA. Who cares? Well, 2 days on January 4th, 2 days before SAITAMA was supposed to launch, Cliff, the lead developer of SHIBNOBI, gets an email saying, sorry, bruh, didn't make the cut. Why? Because you didn't want to renounce your contract. Now, I don't think renouncing your contract is the biggest deal, right? He's fully doxxed. If he ever went anywhere and did anything crazy, you know kind of who he is, right? I don't think it's the biggest deal, but SAITAMA wanted to do that. So that's the new drama. And then Cliff kind of read us a DM, a text exchange he had with Russ on one of his live streams. So we kind of got the full details. And Cliff is not happy about that. He's not happy about that. He wasn't happy. And he shouldn't be happy. It was super unprofessional. Here's the thing. My opinion about the SAITAMA thing. We knew well before their ownership wasn't renounced. Okay? We knew that. But we waited to the last day or two to be like, nah, you can't be on our app. So whatever. Now, SHIBNOBI has a chip on their shoulder. You don't want to deal with someone who has a chip on their shoulder, right? Because it's extra motivation. It gets them fired up, right? They have this different fire and passion about them, right? And you've seen that from the SHIBNOBI community the last couple of weeks. Now, this is good for everyone. This competition is good for everyone. Look at, this is not the Bloods or the Crips, okay? Can we just calm down on Twitter, guys? It's lame. It's not that serious. It's not the Bloods or the Crips. Relax. It's freaking, it's cryptocurrency. They're meme coins. Just relax. Chill out for a second, right? It's not that serious, but it is funny and entertaining to see all the back and forth. You see like big people that are, that represent SAITAMA saying things about Cliff, saying that he was part of some failed projects in the past, which I think that's a good thing, right? Because if he's part of some failed projects in the past, at least he knows where not to fail this time, right? Trial and error. A lot of people start businesses, fail, start new ones, and successful. That happens, right? So I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, right? People are saying that, oh, SHIBNOBI's copying off of SAITAMA. Well, then you could say SAITAMA was copying off another token, right? Now, this is going to be good, right? SAITAMA's having some issues right now, right? Let's keep it a buck, right? SAITAMA is having some issues, and currently, SHIBNOBI has more liquidity than SAITAMA. I put that fact out there on Twitter the other day. All I said was, SHIBNOBI has more liquidity than SAITAMA. And people started freaking out. That's a fact. I'm not saying I like SHIBNOBI more than SAITAMA, because that's not true, right? That's just a fact. That is, like, my shirt is red. That is a fact. You can get mad, but it's dumb, right? But SAITAMA is going through some issues right now. We got to keep it 100%, right? Now, here's the thing about SHIBNOBI. Now, the burden of proof is still on them. If they promise stuff and they don't deliver, then we got to call them out. But so far, we haven't had that chance, right? They're not the ones saying these insane things in their AMAs, and that was my main criticism of SAITAMA, right? But here's the thing. when these two entities compete, it's better for us. Why? That's why I like the free market. This is why I like free market in every aspect of life. And I don't think that everything should be free and given to you. I think that we should always have the free market. And sometimes, monopolies suck. Like one guy is controlling all the whatever business it is, right? We hate that, right? People hate that kind of big brother, big business control. But when people fight to get your attention, they make the best product. And usually the best product wins because the people decide, right? The market decides, right? The market decides what the best product is. Now, if we have these two companies, SHIBNOBI and SAITAMA, fighting for our attention, well, at the end of it, we're going to get the best product available. So I think this is a phenomenal thing to happen, right? SHIBNOBI has a chip on their shoulder because they feel like they got rejected by SAITAMA, but now they have all these crazy things coming out. We're having 5 exchanges in 4 weeks. 5 exchanges in 4 weeks. That's crazy, right? SAITAMA's still getting their app together. They want to be revolutionary. They want to make a hub for all these smaller cap community tokens to get on their exchange before they get on the Bitmarts, the Gate.io's, and those sorts of things, so people that have SAITAMAS can swap them, right? They want to be revolutionary, cross-chain functionality. SHIBNOBI wants to have Dojo Swap, right? The Kusari blockchain. And here's the thing. A lot of people say that SHIBNOBI's copying SAITAMA, but you guys have to understand, the things that SAITAMA's doing, the hard wallet, the swap, and those sorts of things, people do those things already too. So, and this is my biggest critique in saying that some of these products are just not revolutionary. But if they could do these things better than the other project, well then that could be revolutionary, right? So a lot of people say things about SHIBNOBI copying SAITAMA, but it's like, well, you can't say that and then accept the fact that SAITAMA is copying other people. It just makes no sense, right? But there is some sort of war going on between the two communities. Like I said, I own both. When it comes to the development team, I like Cliff. I like the transparency. I like the fact that he's allowing people to come on, randos, right? Random people in the Telegram to come on every night and ask them questions. I like how he's out there, 55 out of the last 56 days answering questions for the community. I like that. I like SAITAMA because I feel like they have a big community around it, right? 300,000 holders. So I think that's a plus for SAITAMA. I like the fact that they already have an app out, although it's not completely working, at least not for me. They have an app out and we're still waiting for SHIBNOBI to have something. So each community has their pros and cons. We're just going to actually have to see what goes down in the future. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think about this whole rift between communities? I hold both, but I still think it's an interesting storyline. And at the end of the day, if two companies are competing, we're going to end up getting the best product at the end of the day. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.